Welcome to the fourth session of our chapter number 5, creating web pages with HTML. In this session, I'm going to teach you the new tag of our HTML that is called as the font tag. We know that in HTML, whenever there is a situation where we have to change the style of writing of the text in the HTML web page, we can use the formatting option, and for that formatting option I can use a tag, and that tag is generally called as the font tag. So font tag helps us to change the formatting of the text that makes our text look uh, different, and with different styles, different color, as well as different size. And font tag has got three attributes, that is face, size, and color. Because as you know that if I write font tag only, this font tag will not be able to do any work unless we give the attribute, that is the face, the size, or the color. So without wasting any time, let's go to our page. So I have created this page in our previous session, so I'll be using the same for your reference. So I have got the text that is the same that is used in our previous. So here in this session I have just added this small heading and the paragraph uh, that is already there in your book. You can just follow this one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to change the style of the writing or the style of text of these paragraphs. So for that, what I have to do is I just have to start the font tag, font starting here, and the font ending here at the end of the paragraph. I can write it here also for your understanding. So if I do this much only, it's not going to make any difference to the paragraph. Okay, as I've said earlier, if I write font only, this is not going to make any changes to the paragraph. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the attribute, the font, the tag, font tag's first attribute, that's called as a face. So what I'm going to do is I'll give a space and I'm writing the font face. The font face, here I am going to write the name of the font that I want to apply to this paragraph. Okay, so I'm going to use that, or I'm going to write that name of the font in between of this double quotes inside here. So for that, I have to make sure the name of the font that I write, that has to be in my computer. So for that, I'll go to this format and I'll go to the font tag, font option, and here from this list I'll try to find out whether that font, whatever I'm going to use, is there in the computer or not. So there is one font called as Comic Sans MS, that is one of the common font we have in a computer. I'm going to use this. So name of the font is Comic Sans MS. So I'll copy the name of the font to make sure that there is no spelling mistake, and here I will paste it. So here you can see the name of the font came exactly as in the computer. If I write, sometimes there might be spelling mistakes. So I'll save it and I'll go to the web browser and I will reload it. Now as soon as I reload it, the name of the name of the font whatever I gave, that is applied to the paragraph. Okay, so let us try to change the font to something else. Again, I'll go to format and the font, and I'll see some other font, like say Cooper, copy, and and paste it here. See, I have changed the font to Cooper and I'll save it and reload it. Now you can see the paragraph is the text of the paragraph is changed to a new font that's called as Cooper. The next attribute of our font tag is called as the size. So this size attribute is going to change the size of the text that we have got in our HTML web page. The size of the text ranges from 1 to 7. The smallest one is 1 and the largest one is 7. And by default, the size of the font in our web page is going to be 3. So if you want the size to be different from the default size, I can give the attribute size. Size equals to, let's say, 5. So this is going to make the text obviously bigger than what we have it here. So this is the size 5 of our text. Similarly, I can go to 6, and if I reload it, this is going to make our font bigger than the previous size. And lastly, what we have is the biggest size, that is 7. So if I save it and if I reload it, this is the largest font size that we can put in our text in the paragraph. What will happen if I give bigger than 7, 8? If I go to save and if I reload it, see, there is no change in the text size. Why? Because the largest size is 7 and I gave 8, so that will make no change in our text in the document. So let us keep it 5. So this is the size 5 of the text. Now, third attribute of HTML font tag is the color. As you know, in the HTML document, all the text generally comes in black color, and instead of black color, if you want to put any other color to the text, we are going to use the color attribute. So I'll just keep color equals to and the name of the color other than black. Let's try to put red. So I'll go to file and save, and if I reload it, you can see the color of the text comes red. Let us try some other color, blue, file, save, and reload it. So this is how the text is coming in the different color. Okay, so I'll just try to put some other font for you again, some other normal font. Okay, this is one of the normal font that we have. It's called as monotype cursiva. Copy, and instead of Cooper, I'm writing the new name of the font. I'll just go and paste it. So this is monotype cursiva. File, save, and reload it. So our text is coming in monotype cursiva. So this is how you are going to put the font. So font tag starts from here. Font phase equals to this, size equals to whatever size you want, and color equals to blue. And this is the paragraph we have, and the starting of the font tag is here, and the closing of the font tag with slash font. So this is how we are going to use the font tag. Now, after the font tag, there is another very important thing that we have. This is called as the style of the font. As you know that there are very important and very commonly used font style in our computer. They are the bold, italics, and underline. Now, if you have got some text to have uh, the bold style look, or the italics look, or the underline look, then we can use the text. Like I've got one uh, example for you. So I'm going to check it. Suppose I want these planets that is printed here to appear bold. So for that, I have to use the bold tag. So bold tag is simply B. So B is the short form for bold. So I just want these planets to have the bold appearance. So I'll just put planets inside B and slash B and save it. And here you see only the word planets have become bold. Okay. The same way, let's find out some other sentence, some other words. Let's say, let's say um, the sun. Let's say the sun. I want the sun to appear underline. Okay. So for that, short form of underline obviously is U and slash U. So if I put U and slash U in this sun, and if I save it and if I put it like this, you can see the sun has been underlined. In the same way, there is another text that is earth. Let us make it italics. I hope you know what is italics. Italics is the italics is the uh, slanting. It will make the text slanting. So earth is going to be italics. Save it and here we go. This is the text that is italics. So this way I can put the bold, italics as well as underline. Now let us write a text here. Let's say we write the name of the school, Holy Cross School. See, Holy Cross School is appearing here, and I want these word Holy Cross School to be bold also, italics also, underline also. So for that, what I have to do is I have to write B for bold, italics for I for italics, and U for underline. And when I'm closing it, that time I have to close it in the reverse order. That is, first I have to close U, then I have to close I, and then I have to close B. So B, I, U, it will become U, I, B. That is, bold was open first, bold will be closed at the end. And and italics was closed second, it will be second here only, and U and U will be closed first. So file, save, and here we go. See, Holy Cross School is bold also, italics also, underline also. Okay, so this way we have learned how to uh, format the text in our HTML document using the font tag and its attributes, and changing the style of the font using the bold, italics, and underline. There are other uh, formatting styles also that we can use, but in your syllabus we have got these things only. Okay, so that is that much for today, and I'll see you in my next video. All of you, thank you for watching. Stay safe.